Hello friends, it is October 1st. I am so excited. I hope you are just as excited as I am because I don't know where you are, but where I am at, the weather has not been cooperating and understanding that it has been fall since I think the 22nd. But it is now, it's starting to cool down. The leaves are starting to change and fall and I am so excited. It's also officially spooky season. So I decorated my house for fall already, and this evening I'm going to take all the fall pumpkins down and do my Halloween decorating. So I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I also want to show you guys my little mug. So if you are new here, my name is Amara Franklin. I'm a caffeine addicted single mom who writes words, reads books, and talks to myself on the internet. And I'm so happy that you're here. Okay, so normally this is when I would be doing my monthly reset where we sit down on the computer and go over all my goals and sometimes talk about products and stuff that I liked for the month. But instead, we're gonna skip the reset and do a fall bucket list. So I made this list a little over a week ago, but work and school was so crazy. I've not had any time to sit down and film at all. So there are a few things on the list I can already check off. And the idea of the list was literally to go through from basically mid-September through Thanksgiving. And that's when I'm going to switch more like winter and Christmas holiday stuff. To kick that off, let's go through my writing goal, which if you didn't know, Write-tober is something I did last year. I created this little writing challenge where you can pick whatever goal you want and we just write together during the month of October. This year though, I'm stepping it up a little bit and I have a TrackBear leaderboard, so you can sign up for that and you can track your progress and we can cheer each other on there. I also will be posting every single day to Instagram and in the community tab here on YouTube, so you can go to either post and share how you did for the day, and we can again just continue to cheer each other on. So I'll have a link to the TrackBear leaderboard down below. I also created a QR code right here in case you are on a device where you can't click the link. And so for me, for my Write-tober goal, I'm going to be working on my book, The Trophy Wife. I finished the first draft back in December of last year, and I'm still reading it, okay? That's how little work I've done on this book this entire year. I actually read more in the last week than I have all year long, and I have about 73 pages left. So my first goal is to finish the read through, write a new outline, and then get 25,000 words by the end of the month. So I will be participating in live streams both on my channel, possibly elsewhere. Plus there will be a weekly writing vlog every Sunday. Now, for the books that I want to read, there's a lot here, okay? So I have 12 books, only 6 of them I wrote down, so I kind of marked this as there are 12 books that I would like to read. There are 6 that I definitely want to get to. And then if I've read through all those and I still have time left before Thanksgiving, then I can move over to grab one of the others. So that's kind of the way I'm planning on doing it. But I'm also very much a mood reader, so it's very possible I might switch things around throughout the month. But these are the books that I have to choose from. So again, because I did make this list over a week ago, the first one I have actually already completed. One, because I really wanted to, and also it was an assignment for school. I had to make a list of different comic books or graphic novels I would want to read and do an assignment about, and I put this book, Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell and Faith Erin Hicks, on my list, and this is the one that my instructor chose. So I got to read it last week, and I loved every single thing about this book. So if you have not read it, it is so perfect for fall, and I think as long as you read it, I would definitely recommend reading this sometime in September or October, and it just made me so happy. It made me so happy. So I'm really happy that I got to read this and that I can check this off already because it's starting my list on a good note. There's one other book that I did already read, and I listened to that one on audiobook, and that was the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I'm not going to do a big review about that one yet because at the end of fall, when I've read everything and watched all the shows and movies, that's when we're going to do a big recap. So some of these I really don't know when I'm going to read them, but there are a couple that I know that I want to start with. And one of the first ones I want to read is Crackle by Rachel Harrison. This I'm going to listen to an audiobook because I already have I think I have it on Audible. and I own the physical copy. So I love having both because when I'm cleaning or working or doing something where I can't physically be reading, I can listen to it and then I can lay down in bed at night and read physically. And I love being able to do that. So this is one I started back in like 2022, I think, and literally never got more than a couple chapters into it, but I wanted to keep reading it. So I'm gonna finish it this year. Another one that I'm planning on reading this month is This Spells Love by Kate Robb, and this is a Friends to Lovers with Magic. So I think this would be perfect to read in October. Next, we have If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. I need somebody to explain this to me because I could have sworn there was an audiobook version that had a full cast and I cannot find it anywhere. So if anybody knows if I made that up in my head or if that's a real thing and where I can find it or what happened to it, let me know. But this has been on my TBR. All of these, for the most part, unless they're brand new, have been on my TBR for a very, very long time. We also have One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. McManus? Is that how you say it? Karen M. McManus? Yeah. So I, again, been on my TBR forever. I'm trying to do like a good mix between thrillers and like romance. So this I feel like is still a good one in the fall because it takes place at a school. The House of Salt and Sorrows, which I believe is a very dark retelling of the 12 Dancing Princesses. And this just like, tell me I'm not supposed to read this in the fall. There's literally no other time of year to read it. We also have Dearest by Jackie Walters, which I think this is a good one because it's not very long. It's a thriller, and I think it's like a woman has a baby and then her mom comes to visit and some crazy stuff happens. And I think it's called Dearest because like mommy dearest, so. But I truthfully don't know that much about it, but I thought it would be the perfect one to read in October. So these are all the ones that I have physically that I own. Again, some of them I might read like audiobook or do like a combo, but I do physically have those. I am so sorry. I put these on my Notion, but I did not write the authors down. So I will be putting a photo of like a picture of the book cover here. So, you know, you can see who the author is. I'll also be kind of listing these all in the description box. So you can go there and find out exactly like who the author of these books are. But we have Fall Into You. There's Pumpkin About You, Pumpkin Hollow, and I think one of my absolute favorite titles of any book ever, Pumpkin Spice and Poltergeist. So I just think all of those sound really, really fun and just like a good light read that I can pick up most likely. Like all of these I found on Everand on audiobook, so I'll fill those in the next couple of months if I'm able. Next, we have TV shows, which is a much shorter list because TV shows are longer. There are two I didn't write down. I still need to add them to the Notion dashboard, but that's because these are shows that I'm watching literally right now, and most of them only come out like once a week, and so they're going to be recurring for quite a while. The first one is The Morning Show. I watch that at 6 p.m. every Wednesday with Ben Beverly. We have a standing date to do this. We will FaceTime. Last week we did this. I literally set her on the couch so she could see the TV, but she was watching it on her iPad. So we just love that show. From the times that she would come and hang out, we would watch that together all the time. So we're still doing that. And the other show is Grey's Anatomy, comes back in, I think, like a couple of weeks. Also, I didn't write this one down either, but in November is The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. So I will be binging the hell out of that. And right now I am watching Love is Blind season 9. But that's a good one that I can put on like while I'm working in between, like if I'm prospecting or just sending emails, I can have something on in the background because I don't really need to like sit and pay attention to Love is Blind. So those are additional ones that I did not put on my list. Now, for the ones on my list, I have The Great British Baking Show. I put that down to watch with the boys because they love baking shows and we like watching stuff like that on YouTube together. So I thought that would be a fun one we could do together. I put one episode on. They didn't seem super into it, but that's also because it starts out pretty slow and we didn't actually get to the baking yet. So we'll kind of play by ear, see if they love it. I don't know if we'll finish it, but we are starting it. Wednesday, I'm only one episode in, but I started it Sunday night and I went to work, so I haven't had a chance to pick it back up, but I'm probably going to binge that like all day, like Saturday, I feel like. The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, that obviously I'm gonna watch with the boys, so. Then a series that I want to rewatch that is short, but gives all the fall vibes that I've seen probably at this point like 10 times is My So-Called Life with Claire Danes and Jared Leto from the 90s. And I just feel like when I think 90s fall grunge and boy bands. Those four are like my non-negotiables. And then I additionally put on Nobody Wants This, Virgin River, and Sullivan's Crossing. I'm not gonna watch all of these. For those, it's just gonna be, I'll probably pick like one of them if I have time. And I probably won't have time because the movies list is very long, you guys. It's really long. So there are quite a few that are non-negotiables. The first one is The Devil Wears Prada, because I have never seen that movie before, ever. And so I put that on there. I always wanted to know like what time of year to watch it, and I looked it up and I was told fall. So that's one of the first ones on the list. We also have Scream 1 and 2. And when I tell you, it took everything I had not to put all 6 Screams on here. I did, and I had to take it off because I knew there was no way I could do it. And the 7th one comes out in February, so I am going to do a rewatch in February anyways. So I'm limiting myself in October to only Scream 1 and 2. And if you know anything about me, you know that I love Scream. Like, I love Scream. Like, I love, love, love the Scream movies.
Better live her alone. Leave her alone.
I also put When Harry Met Sally. I Know What You Did Last Summer, but only the one that just came out. I did do a rewatch, I think it was last summer I did a rewatch of the first one. I haven't seen the second one in years, but again, I don't have time to put all 3, so I just put the most recent one that just came out because I didn't get to see it in theaters. And then Rocky Horror Picture Show, I watch that every single year in October. I put Casper. My boys have seen it. They like it. I love it. I think that's a great one to watch with the boys. I don't think I have ever actually seen Halloween Town. And if I have, I don't remember it. So I put Halloween Town. I think that'd be a great one to watch. That's a kid's movie, right? Or am I absolutely insane in thinking that I watch that with my kids? But I put that down to watch with the boys. And if I find out that I'm insane and that's not a kid's movie, then I'll watch it by myself. Another one that I have to watch, I haven't watched this every year, but this needs to be on my every year list, just like Scream, The Craft. When I tell you that a 13-year-old me became obsessed with witchcraft when that came out. My friend that lived down the street, her name was Lori, we would go to her house and we would sit there forever. I can't focus on anything at all, literally ever, and we would just sit there and focus trying to move magnets on her refrigerator and make pencils stand up. I thought for sure, because I read it in a book, that if you wanted a boy to call you, you could write their name down on a piece of paper, fold it 3 times, then put it underneath the phone, and he would call you. And let me tell you, he didn't call. I don't remember who he is, but I remember that he did not call. So that was not a good spell. So I will be watching The Craft. I will also be watching Hocus Pocus, which another one I absolutely love. Last October, I put on a cricket of the like Hocus Pocus spell on my wall, and I intended to take it off after Halloween, and I just never have, so it's still up there. So those are my non-negotiables for movies, and then the ones that I also want to watch are Death Becomes Her, Dead Poets Society. I've never seen that one either. Love Guaranteed, never heard of it, but saw it on the list, thought it looked cute, added it. And Affair to Remember, which I love that movie. Beetlejuice 1 and 2, I've seen the first one, not the second one. Practical Magic, haven't seen that one in ages, so I thought that would be a good one, but I didn't make that a non-negotiable simply because there is a new one coming soon, and I'm gonna rewatch Practical Magic 1 when that one comes out anyways, so I didn't put that super high up on my list. Knives Out, I have seen that one, but I like it, and it's got fall vibes. A Few Good Men, again, not really what I would think, definitely not like spooky season, but I think that would be like just a good one maybe in November to put on if I'm feeling up to it, I guess. You've Got Mail. Oh, I love that one, and that is absolutely perfect, like romance fall vibes, love it. Same with Autumn in New York And the last movie on my list is Edward Scissorhands. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to watch all of these, but I'm gonna get through as many of these as I possibly can. And then the last category we have is activities. So these are all the things that I want to do this fall. First is my October writing challenge that I'm doing this month. I already checked off decorating for fall because I did that. And then tonight I'm going to decorate for Halloween. On Saturday, I'm taking the boys to a fall festival with coffin races. There is also a local pumpkin patch that we're gonna go to. Potentially, if I have time, there is another pumpkin patch in another town, but it's like an hour and a half away. I've heard it's amazing. I don't know if we're gonna have the time this month to do both, so we may not make it to that activity, but I put it on the list because I would like to do it if I can. Fall outdoor picnic, I think that'd be really cute. Like, there's obviously like a little park we can go to, and just have like a nice, like, yeah, fall picnic. I think that'd be cute. Make a scarecrow. That is what I've never made a scarecrow. I don't know how to make a scarecrow. I don't know where to go to get the things to make a scarecrow, but I would love to make a scarecrow with the boys. So we'll see. And then obviously do pumpkin carving, which we are gonna go this weekend and get our pumpkins and carve them up. There's also a super secret surprise that I'm doing with the boys on Sunday that they don't know about. You will see this before we do it, so I can't tell you what it is. But all I can tell you is that if you know anything about things that I love, that is happening this weekend that you have to drive to, then you know what I'm doing this weekend on Sunday with the boys and two of my Swiftie sisters. I look crazy right now. So I'm doing that as well. But I didn't put that on the list because they could see it. Then I also put make a front porch fall display. I don't have a porch, but I have a step. So I'm gonna do some sort of like, I'm gonna decorate the front of the house a little bit more than I usually do, because I usually go crazy on the inside and not do too much outside. And this year I want to do a lot more outside as well. Camp out in the living room with a cozy movie night with the boys, do snacks, warm drinks, and jammies. I think we should do that. I think we're gonna do that Friday night. I think that would be really, really fun to do Friday, do a little camping thing. When I was a kid, we would do that and we would call it going to the drive-in movies, and we would all have like a different blanket and that would be our car, and then we'd have like snacks and stuff. So I might do something fun like that with the kids. I think it'd be really fun. So we'll do that. We're gonna do that Friday night and then wake up Saturday and we're gonna do the fall festival, and then Sunday is a super secret surprise. We're gonna roast pumpkin seeds, bake pumpkin bread, make caramel apples. I've never made caramel apples. I don't think my kids have ever eaten a caramel apple, and I can't wait to do that with them. So I think that might be something we're gonna do, if not this weekend, maybe next weekend? One of these weekends. I think maybe that's what we'll do. I think, because I think next weekend we can like go to the pumpkin patch and then do all of the like more like fun baking stuff. I don't know what fall craft I'm gonna do. I just put fall crafts with the boys. I think it'd be really, really fun to do like just some sort of fall craft. And then obviously we have Halloween, the official Halloween, not just my spooky season Halloween. And then decorate for Spookmas. Which, if you are a newer subscriber and you were not here last year, Spookmas is a special holiday that the boys and I created. It's for basically November 1st. Halloween is over. You're not ready to take down your Halloween decorations, but you are so ready to put up your Christmas tree. So just do it. So we put up the Christmas tree and we stuck a skeleton on top, and then I went crazy. I took my Christmas wreath and I started wrapping around like plastic skulls on it and just really combining Christmas and Halloween and throwing it all together in a really fun and goofy way. And this year we're gonna do obviously Spookmas, and our Spookmas season runs from November 1st through like right before Thanksgiving, and we are going to be doing a party this year. We're going to invite friends and family to come over and have a bunch of drinks and snacks and watch movies and do crafts and just have like the most fun. So those are the last two things, which is decorate for Spookmas and throw the Spookmas party that I have literally been planning this party since May. This is the most magical time of year, okay? After we get through, and then also, I forgot to put this on my movies list, Wicked. Okay? Because Wicked comes out on November 21st and I will be there. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so excited. Okay. I am so excited. This is my favorite time of year. I'm so happy. I hope you're so happy. I am my most productive self in the fall. I know that a lot of people struggle with seasonal depression. I get that too, but mine honestly hits in the summertime. So this is it. I'm not going to do any, I am going to do goals for myself, but I'm not going to share those goals because this I think was a lot more fun. And yeah, so I'm really excited. Hang out with me. If you're not subscribed, please do. Let's be friends and let's do all the fun, cozy, fall and spooky things together. And if you're a writer, and that's why you're on this channel, if you have any plans to do any writing, I would love it if you joined with, hung out with us and did this Write-tober thing together. Whether you do it on the leaderboard or you just come back to the community tab and just post how you're doing. Again, I'll have that on the community tab or on Instagram, and you can follow either way. That is it, my friends. Go have an amazing rest of your day, and don't forget to write some words, read a book, watch a movie, watch some TV shows, do fall crafts, bake something, and just have the most incredible time.